Listen. So before we dive into my show, I need you to understand a few things. The Savon experience is just that. The Savon experience. So be warned. These are my views, my thoughts, my opinions. So listen, don't take it serious. Don't get too upset. It's for entertainment purposes only, boo-boo. I don't really know you like that. You don't really know me like that, right? So we gonna be cool, right? We ain't gonna get mad, right? Cause we know. I just speak what I think. So calm down. Chill out. It's just entertainment. You know, girl? So, keep it cute. And if you gonna listen from a place of love. Don't get too mad. All right. Yes, God. Honey, listen. Thank you guys for joining the Savon experience. On this episode, we are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 21. Honey. Let's get into some things, okay? Listen, in this episode, we tiptoed into more details around Kandi and Todd's little situation. Okay? In this one, it gets real. It gets vulnerable. They get to talking about some things. And I'm here for it. I want to hear all about it. So, before we get into their particulars, the episode started out with pretty much Dennis' mom and Portia talking. First of all, y'all, did y'all know that Dennis' mom had like a hair depot, a hair shop, a hair store? Huh, that's cute. I wonder if she's selling go naked hair in there. And if not, why? She probably is. So you got your mama and your baby mama, your future mama, all in the hair industry. Man, I'm telling you what. Being a hair salesman or having a hair store is just like everybody doing it. I think we have more people selling hair than we do having selling drugs on the corner these days. Everybody got a hair store. Everyone have an online hair boutique. All of that. So I'm just like, ooh, okay. All right for the hair depot. But I am curious to see if she has any of the go naked hair in there, honey, because it's Atlanta. I don't know why people keep into these hair businesses, honey. But anyway, so they start out with that. And then they move into Ken, and Kandi. They meet up. And of course, you know, her flyaways are still present and accounted for, honey. It breaks my heart, though, to see Kandi so emotional about her relationship, because you know they were talking and Kandi was talking about the things and the challenges that her and Todd are going through right now and how she's trying to keep everything afloat yet being aware of how he feels, and it's just in a space that they're not used to being in. And I'm really praying for her because, you know, I love their relationship. I just do. I mean, if you think about the relationships that's been on the shows throughout the seasons, you know, it has been one of the ones that has been the least dramatic, and stable, you know. So, and that's cute. I know it's been just a few years, but it's still cute, you know, for someone coming out of being single for so long, you know, and then putting herself back into, you know, the dating world and then finding someone and working at it. I'm like, that's really cute. So I'm keeping my prayers for them as a couple because I want to see them flourish and grow and do their thing. But, you know, I like how when they were talking, you know, Kenya was giving her little advice. Ken, don't get no advice. You've not had one successful relationship, situationship, friendship, anything. So how about we don't give any advice? We just listen, okay? Anticipate, you know, being there for them and just being that good girlfriend that they can just lean on your shoulders and talk. But don't say nothing, girl, because I don't know if I trust the advice from you. You don't have nothing successful going on, so in that area. So how about we don't do that? But I really, really wanted her to just not. But Kenya did say, listen, don't listen to me. I'm going through a divorce. So, and I agree with that. Let's not listen to Kenya. I also agree, with Cynthia, because later on in the show, Cynthia was talking about how marriages need to be a joint effort and it just can't be just one-sided. I just feel like, as it relates to Kenya and her little situationship, I think that, she's just cut her losses, you know what I'm saying? Pack his shit, move on, love, honey. Let the healing begin so that you can move forward with the next steps. You know what I'm saying? Just rip that Band-Aid off and just go on, I was glad to see that, Candy and Todd did decide to go ahead and get counseling. Candy was being extremely efficient, and she's always so efficient, and she was proactive. She didn't wait until it got bad, maybe Kenya should have taken a note from her, and when she started noticing that, Mr. Daly was, was showing signs of a man that she didn't really want to be with, maybe you should have opened up to show him who you really were. You guys should have counseling, been proactive, like Candy is doing, so that she can ensure that they have a good relationship. So with her being proactive and getting a counselor, which I think his name was Michelle. Was it Michelle? Yeah, Michelle? I don't know, I think so. Getting them a counselor, to talk about their struggles, their challenges, things that bother them, etc. He touched on, he asked Todd a few questions, and it seemed Todd was really concerned about, if she's going to be present, while the kids were growing. And, and when he started talking about that, I went back to that episode a couple seasons ago where Riley was like, I don't really know if y'all need to be parents. Y'all not here. Y'all not, I'm going to say barely because I think she did a great job with it, but she understood what it was like to be a child of, a celebrity. Someone, Candy is a goat. She's a go-getter, honey. She don't let no grass grow on her feet because she knows how fickle it is, right? So, I like how she's moving, but Riley was like, listen, I don't know if y'all need kids because, honey, that may not be y'all's forte, She warned them. And I also believe that Todd, should think back on that and needs to realize that, I get that he wants her to be more present in, their child's life, but he's got to also remember who she was prior to. I don't know if they had discussions about it, and she said, hey, I'm going to be here, I'm going to change the way I do business, to be an effective parent, things of that nature, and it's just not happening. She's just not following protocol or agreement. I don't know what it is, but he's really upset about that. And they do have a good amount of money, but money don't always last, right? And if he wants her to cut back on being such, an aggressive, businesswoman and a go-getter, that means I have to cut a lot of things back financially so that she can feel comfortable in that space, right? So it's going to take a little bit of both to have to give and take, and she even said, hey, Ty, even you're busy, he's gone. And I believe that, but, he's probably home a little bit more than Candy, so that's probably what he's feeling, I need you to be more present, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know Candy won't ever be a stay-at-home person. I hope he's not thinking that because that's not tea. That's not what's going to happen. She's never been that person. So that's not who you married, bro. So, but I know she's a hustler and she's always been a hustler since she was a teenager. But you've got to take a moment to really sit back and be like, okay, I got a family. I'm starting over. I have a great relationship. I have a great husband. I don't really have any problems. You have to be proactive about changing things so that you can continue to have this great relationship. And Todd, it just seems like, I don't know if they're just focusing more on Todd's, frustration this season or if it's always been there, but he seems really fed up. And I'm kind of wonder if it's really about, her career and being a go-getter or if it's something else. I don't know what it is, but if it's something else, what is it, and the therapist touched on how, have they've had sex, what their love life is like, and they both talked about how it's like, listen, let's get this shit done because we're trying to take over the world. Well, you gotta hold up, because having a kid is already a glitch in the matrix, you already have to readjust for that, so now you can't have a kid, readjust their life, work life, balance, kid, and then you don't have time for each other. You gotta continue to keep time for each other as well, to keep that bond there, right? So it's hard for couples in general. So I can definitely see that being an issue, a factor that's playing into the way they're feeling right now. And Todd admitted that they are conquerors, you know. So with that being said, you know, you both got to put that work in. But, you know, I feel like Kenya and her boo really didn't do their due diligence to understand what it takes to be in a relationship, to conquer the world, to be there for each other, to really get to know each other. And it was just like, boom, you know, you were single and then next season you were married. And I get it, you know, love at first sight, you know, the honeymoon period of you liking somebody, meeting them and all that good stuff. I get all of that. However, you have to sit and you have to take a moment to chill, you know what I'm saying, and really know each other before moving forward, getting married and things of that nature, you know, because the struggles that you have right now is really coming from, I don't think you guys really have an opportunity to really get to know each other, and you've gotten to know parts of each other and you don't like it. You don't like the way he's treating you, he don't like the way you act or treat him, or the type of wife that you can be versus what he wants to be. And there's no tea, no shade on you, it's just things are different and you have to take your time to really get to know someone to know what that's like, and I don't think they did that. So I just think he was in love with the idea of being married and having a relationship, and I don't know all the ins and outs of it, so I'm not speaking ill on it, but I can say that friendships, relationships, nothing has really lasted for you. So at some point you have to look at the way you're handling those things, because from a business perspective, you're a boss, you're doing things, but relationships is so non-business. Like you have to, you can't handle it like a business, so you need to reflect, to have some self-reflection and find out what you need to do and what you're doing. You may be handling it like them flyaways and it's just all over the place, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but you need to get all that together. But at any rate, you know, that's cute. And of course, y'all always know I am here for Portia. You know, there's certain people on this show that I absolutely, when it comes to fashion, when it comes to presentation, when it comes to them showing up and you just immediately like, oh God, yes. You know, Candy, obviously, boss lady. From a professional, from a career perspective, hands down, she's everything. When it comes to, like, you know, the drama, the grace, the glam, the fashions, honey, Nene, Portia, and Mother Marlo. Okay? When it comes to serving looks and fabulosity, that is the dream team right there, baby. They finna give you everything. Everything. Oh God. Hold on. Let me get this. Who is? Oh girl, Jesus, is this Shaquansha? Hold on. Why is she video calling? Girl, what you want? And she's supposed to be like minding your business or doing whatever it is that y'all do.
Whatever it is that y'all do? Girl, the fuck? What you mean?
Yeah, y'all do.
Girl, look, you being real calm and cool collected over there, girl. But I told you, honey, don't be talking about Kenya. You know what? Because your little bald ass don't have no hand. You keep talking about her flyaways and her relationship. And I'm just coming to keep this shit interesting and make it, you know, from not being boring. You know, interesting and boring. That's what you are. You interesting, you know, or you try to be interesting, but the shit is boring.
Interesting and not boring.
Yeah, interesting and not boring, girl. Yo, LaShawn.
I'm gonna need you not to do too much.
You not doing
because you obviously are needing some attention and want to for me.
Girl,
I guess I can help you out.
I'm checking you.
I mean, you obviously don't have anything else or any other skills.
I can show you my other skills, girl.
That's why you calling.
I can show you my other skills.
You
I'm calling because this shit is boring. And we're talking about Kenya, okay? You just got a man in your late 30s. Your late 30s, okay? Get off her. Hey, get off her. Get off her. Okay? I'm sick of this shit.
Anyway, girl, if you're gonna be here, just sit there and sit still and just relax. Okay,
I'm gonna correct that ass, girl. Whatever.
Anyway, so Cynthia's contemplating her move to LA. Moving on to Portia, honey. We just gonna leave that there. That was all. That's all I have. Cynthia's contemplating her move to LA. That was it for this particular one. That's it. So she's doing that.
Turn your phone
contemplating that. Portia and Mr. Dennis, you know, they had that discussion around long term and well, they'll live in their relationship, to their jobs and businesses, etc. You know.
And that ass fucked up. He know it, honey. He cheated. He did everything he did, and she put that ass out. So, no, ma'am. He ain't doing that shit again. He ain't doing it.
Anyway, Shaquansha.
Anyway.
I'm not too sure if they're having a wedding, but I'm glad he's thinking like me.
Like
Where's
you.
that prenup?
Bougie.
Where's that?
Prenup. Bougie. Girl, he ain't got shit. She don't either. I mean, well, she might, but I don't know. Girl, come on. What's next? What you talking about, girl? Keep it moving. You being too slow, girl. You being too slow. Girl, what you rolling your ass for? Girl, you're slow. You're slow. Keep it talking, girl. Keep it coming. Come on. Continue.
Girl, so anyway. Nene was laying out petals, honey, for Greg, and she got her a new song out, y'all. I was like, okay, Nene, yeah, I love the song. You know what I'm saying? She came out with this song, Honey, H-U-N-N-I.
Bunny.
And that was a rich move. That was a real rich. Song came out the episode, you know, with the episode, giving us a little taste of the song. You know, it was cute.
Oh, it was cute. Was it cute? I don't think it was cute at all, girl, at all. I don't think it was cute at all. Honey, first of all, don't nobody want to see them geriatrics up there having sex. Old asses. Girl, it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute. The geriatrics. You saw, yes. Old asses. Girl, no.
I don't know why I be having you. Why I have you on here? You just working my nerves. So anyway, we're going to keep it on task and keep it on task.
Okay, we're going to keep continuing.
So look,
keep moving.
Because we're not going to get on here talking about folks.
I mean, you talking about
you need to get on Nene's status before you open up those soup coolers of yours. Those soup coolers. Get on her status, baby. Get on it.
What is her status?
Eva, moving on Eva, is getting her shit together for the big move, honey. She found her house for the fam to settle in and grow after a couple years of searching. You know, it took a while, but
a long while.
She found her stuff.
Her stuff, she did. A long time, honey. Her and them 18 kids.
She found her stuff, though.
Them houses, girl, too long.
You making all those faces and stuff, girl, like, do you even have a house?
Girl, I got a house. I got somewhere to stay.
Question.
And if I do find one, girl, it ain't gonna be 8 years to find one.
Can you shut the hell up so I can finish
I'm trying
my
to.
review, please?
Girl, be less boring. And then we'll,
Eva took her time to find the right house.
The right house. A house.
Some folks aren't trying to buy every few years. You know, her family is growing.
Surely
She said she wanted about 5
10 million
kids.
strong and growing.
No, ma'am. But I need her team because, listen, did y'all see how quickly that house was set up? How she had everything in place? It was together. Cynthia came over and was like, damn, wow. Oh, yes. Shit, she got that shit together. Hell, I was like, you know what? I want a new house.
You need one. You need one, girl. I've been at yours. It's cute. I mean, you need to be trying to get you a better.
How about you get a house?
Girl.
You know,
why don't you get a better one?
Team.
Get a better one, girl. That'll start a home. Get you a better one. Okay? Pay me some more money, girl. I'll get that house. Give me a house. Be bougie about my salary.
We're going to do that. We're going to move right on with my little show.
Your little show.
So anyway, I mean, that was my recap of The Housewives of Atlanta. Episode 21. As you see, I was so rudely interrupted by Miss Shaquansha.
You weren't rudely interrupted, girl. I blessed
because she evidently felt like she wanted to be a part of the winning team.
She wanted to help you out.
She's on here with her hatred, spewing her hatred, girl. In that little bonnet. The little bonnet.
Cute bonnet.
That we saw you in last time. You still showering, girl?
Girl, I am, bitch. You look like you need a bath, girl. What is that lace front doing? It needs a bath.
Like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions you'd like for me to talk on,
they ain't gonna have no questions, girl. They not gonna have no questions.
And share with your friends and all that good stuff.
Y'all share this shit with y'all friends if y'all want to.
about to get off here. So y'all have a good night, and thank you so much for
Yeah,
watching.
thank y'all for watching us, girl. All of us.
Girl, you need to go on.
Girl,
and go.
whatever.
That's what you
No,
need to do
what
because you don't work
this
my last
shit is,
nerve.
girl,
Don't be
you
calling
know
me
you
doing
like
all
we
this
did
stuff,
on
girl.
here,
Don't be
girl.
calling on here doing all that, honey. Chill
You
out.
know you like we did on here, girl. Yes, bye. She left.